Now, Blue Dog Democrats are backing what the president's shot-down jobs bill now cannot. Jobs and getting more of them. Utah Congressman and Blue Dog Democrat Jim Matheson is co-sponsoring a bill that would essentially grant companies a tax holiday to bring back nearly $1.5 trillion they presently hold off-seas. Congressman, good to have you. How would this work, Congressman?
Well, the U.S. is only one of 5 countries in the world that treats its own companies the way it does, which says if you make money overseas, we're going to tax it again when it comes here. That's crazy. So our current tax code tells U.S. companies, keep your money offshore, don't bring it back here. We don't want to do that anymore. While the overall tax code reform ought to happen, in the interim, let's do this bill right now. It gives a 1-year period where companies can bring their money back onshore at a nominal rate, so a little money does go to the U.S. Treasury.
What's the nominal rate? What's the nominal rate?
About 5.25%.
Versus the top rate now of 35%.
As opposed to 35, exactly. And what that'll do, we got $1.5 trillion offshore. I'm not saying it's all coming back, but I do think several hundred billion will come back, and that's a good thing.
Now, I talked to one of your colleagues, Congressman Fatah, who was telling me he'd be open to this. I don't want to mischaracterize what he said, Congressman, but as long as there was a stipulation in there that would provide or call on these companies to hire people, in other words, to provide jobs with that dough. What do you think?
I think we can't be that prescriptive with the money. Listen, here are our choices. If we do nothing, the money stays offshore and the companies invest it offshore. If it comes back here, we got several $100 billion private sector capital back inside this country. Whatever companies do with it, that's better off than not having it here. And I think that's the level of discussion we ought to have about whether you pass this bill or not. I think we ought to pass it.